Hi everyone, I'm MLP/Mins, MBN Sugarlala on TikTok. I'm here to review a Funko Pop I got today that I should have bought in December when I found it for the first time in stores, and one that I bought a couple weeks ago that I showed on TikTok but did not review. So this video will be on TikTok as well, so if you haven't seen the video of me showing off this Funko Pop, you will see it in this video. It's the 7 Deadly Sins Meliodas Hawk. I like it better than the Wave 1's Meliodas. Wave 1's Meliodas has him holding his broken sword from the set with that's the glitter ball on, but his hair reminds me of like the sparkles on like gumdrops. Yeah, I showed him off on TikTok, but we'll be fully reviewing him now, as well as the pop that I should have got in December, Retro Toys Frankie Stein. Now I want to get Draculaura, but I've only seen Draculaura once in person and never again. But I don't like Claudine as much, but I do have Claudine's first pop. This is Frankie's first pop. I have Claudine's Funko Rock Candy as well. I don't have Frankie's Rock Candy, but I would love to have Frankie's Rock Candy. But yeah, I'll have this Frankie to compare with that Frankie. So let's get Meliodas open first. Out of nowhere, saw at Books A Million where I got Frankie, they had King, which is another character from Wave 1 I would have considered getting, but I didn't. But yeah, Meliodas. Probably can stand on his own when he comes to the base. He's got his iconic pointy bit on top of his head, hand fist up to his chest, hand in the pocket, and his broken sword is in the back of the sheath. He comes with Hawk the Pig, voiced by Christina V. When I met her for Miraculous Ladybug, she had a lot of there was these little kids in front of me that had plushes of Hawk. So you know these people are fans of 7 Deadly Sins if they're gonna hold plushes of Hawk while trying to meet the voice of Hawk. Yeah, I like him better. Like I said, better than the first Meliodas. I forgot his foot's the other. Peg's the other foot. Yeah, he goes on the base like that. His eyes are very shiny now. The place I had him displayed was right next to my Inosuke's because he's voiced by Bryce Preppenbrook. Why would I not have him next to Bon and next to the Inosuke's? Why would I not do that? I'm gonna go and put Hawk down right there, like so. And now we'll go review Frankie. This is the front of Frankie's box. The side with the Monster High School, well, a modified Funko version of the Monster High School. This is like my first Monster High Funko Pop box, so yeah. And Frankie's my favorite ghoul. And G1 and G3. G2 Frankie is not really my favorite. I mean, I know her voice actress, but I don't like the design of G2 Frankie, but G1 Frankie and G3 are my favorite. Let's get them out now. Yeah. And these are just like the Luca Pops, where they're separate. It's just like the Luca Pops because they came, when you open them, they came in two bubbles. So the Monster High and the Luca Pops, and Turning Red also did this, the giant May. Let's take it off like so. This pop here, or the difference between the original Monster High and this Monster High is that it has a base stuck to their back. This is identically like those I think the High Q ones also had. Yeah, the High Q ones, the ones that are jumping up in the air, have a base like this. But this is to help her stand. She's the floating pops. And the ones that are jumping, like the Superman, the Spider-Man that are up in the air. The floating Vanya from Umbrella Academy. But yeah, it's an example. It's like this base right here. I think he had 2 pieces of plastic that held him in the box as well. So yeah, all the Monster High already have a base on them because it's glued to the back of their body. So yeah, this On the original Frankie, their skin was painted on. The green was painted on, so you can tell that the skin is different colored green. That's more like a lime, and this is more like a regular. But the one difference is the green skin is completely different colored. The blue is similar, though. The blue is very similar. And there's like heavily makeup. The lips are similar, though. And the stitch is bigger on this Frankie and smaller on this one. And you can't see it. But they also modified, since it's been years since the original came out, they modified the way the stitches look. The stitches on her neck. Well, the stitches are not on her neck because the neck is so small. The stitches are on her head like that. It's like, you can see they're like little nubs on the original. The original has bolt nubs. And this one's has more detail. Look at that. Some more detail into the bolts. She's got a hand on her bag, hand on her hip, hand on her bag. Really good detail on the shirt. By the way, that's a giant shirt. That's not a skirt. That's a giant skirt. That's a giant shirt. It's a giant shirt with a sweater vest. It's a sweater vest collared shirt that's kind of longer. And I think these are like tights. Frankie's not wearing a skirt in the ghouls outline. She has a skull beret. She looks really good. But yeah, the one difference is the head is not painted. The blue and purple makeup's nice. It's kind of a flaw on the bracelet, but that's to blame. And there's no stitching. The stitching doesn't go in the back. The stitch only goes in the front. That's another flaw. Is that on this figure, on the one that I have, the stitch only shows the front of the leg and not the back. It's kind of a negative part of this figure, but like, these are going to look so good on the shelf next to each other. Having both variations of Frankie's Funko Pop. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy my review of Meliodas and Frankie Stein. See you guys in my next video.